Good morning class, I am JVN Dr. Vanita Bhardwaj. In last class as we were discussing about the law of demand. In law of demand in previous class we have discussed about individual demand curve and market demand curve. Now today in class we will discuss about features of law of demand. Law of demand's main features are inverse relationship between price and quantity. In law of demand, when we talk about the demand, there is an inverse relationship. When prices goes up, demand will be fall. When prices goes down, demand will be increase. There is an inverse relationship because price is independable variable and quantity is dependable variable. That's why when changes in the prices, accordingly demand will be inverse change. When prices goes up, demand will goes down. When prices goes down, demand will goes up. This is the inverse relationship between demand and the price of a commodity. The shift factors of the other shift factors being constant. When law of demand will applicable, the shift factors remain constant. What is the shift factors? Shift factors are like income of the consumer, future expectations about the price, status symbol, particular brand, your mental status, everything are shift factors except price. Other things are shift factors, remain constant. Only changes can take place in the price. Next, demand curve is downward sloping towards right side. Always demand curve is always shifting towards right side. This is the demand curve, always sloping to right side. This is the price and quantity, and this is the DD curve. DD curve is always sloping to left to right side, downside. This is the other features of the law of demand, that demand curve is always downward sloping. Next point is demand according to demand is always particularly time related. Demand must be your daily, your weekly, your monthly, your annual demand must be. We are talking about the daily demand is related to consumer goods, weekly, monthly, annually demands. The demand is related to particular time period. Reasons of law of demand, why and what is the reasons that law of demand is applicable? The first reason is operations of law of diminishing marginal utility. Law of diminishing marginal utility theory is given is also by the Alfred Marshall, and law of demand theory is also given by the Alfred Marshall. And law of diminishing marginal utility says when you consume more commodities you get less utility, when you consume less commodities you get more utility. So if you want to more consume, you will pay less because you are getting less utility. Okay, when you consume less commodities you will get more utility, so you will pay more prices. So the law of demand is based on the law of diminishing marginal utility theory. This is also given by the Alfred Marshall. Okay, this is the basic concept of the price and commodity inverse relationship. A consumer is able to give more prices if he get more utility. If he get less utility, he will give less prices for more units. Substitution effect is also reason the law of demand. When a consumer is buying a commodity and in commodities prices increase, for example, if the commodities prices goes up, the consumer will purchase, demand will decrease and he will purchase less quantity of the commodity because his real income is decreased, prices are up, so he will purchase less commodity and he will shift from costlier commodity to cheaper commodity. And if prices goes down, he will purchase more quantity because his real income is increased but his money income is the same. In the both situation, when prices goes up, his real income is decreased, so he will purchase less quantity. When prices goes down, his real income is increased but his money income is remains same, so he will purchase more, so demand will increase. This is the substitution effect. When prices goes up, he will shift to costlier to cheaper commodities. When prices goes down, he will move back to the same quantity and the same prices. Income effect, when income of the consumer is increase, he will purchase more quantity of normal goods. Okay, if income is decreases, he will purchase less quantity. This law of demand is applicable only on normal goods, not in the inferior goods. Income effect is only applicable on the normal goods. In normal goods, demand curve is applicable, but in inferior goods, when income is increases, inferior goods demand is decreases. And in normal goods, when income increase, normal goods demand will be increase. Demonstration effect is when consumer is well educated and they are knowing very well, they will use more expensive and quality goods. They don't remind about the price of the commodity and exceptions of the commodity and economic commodity. He will use more commodities on the state according. And multiple uses of the commodity. When we use a commodity, we have multiple uses of this commodity. We use a commodity in several things, not only a single use. So when we use multiple uses of a commodity, we buy it when law of demand is applicable. When prices goes up, we will buy more, we will demand more commodity. When prices goes down, we will use less commodity and use in a particular uses, not in every uses. For example, when prices of a petrol goes up, we use car only important topic, important destinations. And when prices of petrol goes down, we use everywhere. When we go shopping, when we go for park, when we go for mall, everywhere we use park. This is the multiple uses. This is the inverse relationship. When price of a petrol goes up, we use car less than. When price of petrol goes down, we use car less than. This is the multiple uses. Exceptions of law of demand. These are some These are some exceptions of law of demand. In these situations, law of demand is not applicable. In which topics we can say the law of demand is not fully applicable. On given goods we use cheaper good. Professor Giffen give this rule, that's why we use this word Giffen goods. Giffen goods are cheaper goods. When the price of Giffen goods decrease, their demand is also decrease, and when the price of the Giffen goods decrease, their demand is also decrease, and price goes up, their demand is also increase. There is inverse relationship between the Giffen goods. On Giffen goods, law of demand is not applicable. Expectations about the future prices. When consumer knows that price of a particular commodity is going to down in near future, in presently he will not buy that commodity because he is expecting that price of a particular commodity is going down in future. In that situation, law of demand will not applicable. And if the prices of a particular commodity goes high in near future, he will purchase now on more prices. It means expectations about future price is also not applicable law of demand. Price of rare commodities in the sense antiques, symbolical things, souvenirs are status symbols. These particular things are not applicable law of demand. Next is important or life-saving commodities. Life-saving commodities like medicines are the life-saving commodities. These commodities are also not applicable law of demand. If a person is going to sick, he will definitely have medicine. This is the mandatory. Doesn't matter medicine's price is high or low. Ignorance of the consumer. If consumer don't know about the prices, quantity, quality and market knowledge, he will not analyze the law of demand. He will just go and buy. He never analyzes that the price is high or low. He just go and buy. This is the ignorance of consumer because he don't know about the market prices and the alternatives of the commodity. That's why he will just go and purchase and don't analyze about the prices of the commodity. Specific brands and trademarks. Specific trademarks and brands is also not applicable law of demand, because brands and trademarks are status symbol, and I already told you that status symbol things are not applicable on status symbol things are not applicable law of demand. Next, expansion and contraction on demand. Expansion and contraction of demand in contraction. When contraction take place in demand curve, prices goes increase, and when expansion take place in law of demand, prices goes down. It means changes take place only in the prices of the commodity. Other shift factors are remain constant. Other shift factors are consumer income, substitution goods, complementary goods. Other shift factors, fashion, real income, are other things are remain constant. Only changes will take place in the prices. For example, in diagraphic presentation I will explain that this is the OXOY diagrammic presentation. This is the price of a particular commodity OP when consumer demanding 10 units or particular commodity. When prices goes up from OP to OP1, prices goes up, he will demand less quantity, 5 units. In previously he was demanding 10 units and now he is demanding only 5 units, because prices goes up from OP to OP1 and his quantity is reduced from OP quantity to OP1. This is the contraction of demand. In contraction of demand, on the same curve, demand curve will move left side, and in expansion of the demand, prices will goes down. When prices will goes down, demand will increase. Prices from OP to decrease OP2, and that situation demand is increased from OP 10 unit to OP 20 units. Okay, this is the increase in quantity demanded, expansion of demand, and this is the contraction of demand. Demand curve is moving to right side sloping when expansion in demand, and when contraction in demand, demand curve goes left side to upward. Demand curve is the same, it is moving in the same diagram, just left or right side. When prices goes up, demand contraction take place and the demand curve move to the left side, upward left side, and when the prices goes down, same demand curve along with the diagram move to the right side, slopeward down, and prices will reduce and quantity will increase, but at the same diagram. This is the contraction and expansion of the demand curve. Expansion and contraction is take place only in the changes take place in the prices. Other shift factors are remain constant. This is the expansion and contraction. If you have any doubt, please leave comment in the box. Next is increase and decrease in demand. Increase and decrease demand. In this situation, demand curve is showing that prices is constant. There is no changes in the price. It means when increase and decreases are take place in demand, other factors are changing and prices remain constant. Prices in the sense price of a commodity is constant, only OP is constant price. DD is the demand curve first, this price. When consumers, other factors of the law of demand is changing. What is the other factors? Consumers of the income, fashion, preference, taste are changing. Okay, first of all we think that OP is the price and 1 is the consumer, he is demanding D1 quantity. This is the 1 DD curve. After that we expect that the income of a consumer is increased, but prices of the commodity is same. When prices is same, on money income of a consumer increase, in that situation he will demand more commodity, so he will move from 10 units of the commodity to 20 units of the commodity. On the same prices, more quantity is demanding, then demand curve is shift to right side. If we think that consumer have less income now, he lost his job or other things, or he changed his taste, whatever other factors maybe take place, he reduce his demand on the same prices, he move from OD to OQ quantity. OQ quantity, in previously in past time he was purchasing 10 units at the same prices, now other factors is change and now he is demanding only 5 units of a particular commodity in present scenario. In that situation, demand curve will move to the left side along with the same prices. It means demand curve, when demand increase with the same price, demand curve will move to the right side, and when demand decrease on the same prices, demand curve will move to the left side. Demand curve is change from left to side when demand increase with the same prices, increases, demand curve will shift to right side. Whatever increase, always curve is shift to left to right side, and when demand decrease at the same prices, same demand curve will shift to left side. This is the increasing and decreasing of demand. Once again I repeat my topic, expansion and contraction take place only changes in the prices. Prices increase, demand decrease. When prices decrease, demand increase on the same curve. In expansion, demand curve will slope to right side, and in the contraction, demand curve will slope to left side on the same curve. But in increase and decrease demand curve, changes will take place in the other factors. Prices will be remain same, that's why there is only one price factor, this is the parallel to OX. Okay, price is constant, other factors are changing, that's why when the OP prices are, demand is OQ 10 units. When other factors are changes, increase, demand increase. When demand increase, diagram shift to right side, and when demand decrease due to other factors or shift factors, demand curve will move to left side. This is the increase and decrease of the demand. Thank you. If you have any query, please leave your comment in the box.